What's going on, guys? Here is the next step for JDH Reptiles. It's a disaster. This used to be the kids' gaming area, and they demolished it. They've grown up out of it, though. We're going to give them the old snake room. They're going to get their own gaming area. We're going to buy them a big TV to put on the wall and the whole 9 yards. So the fish tanks, I believe this fish tank's going to move into the snake room. All the racks and everything over here, all those baby racks will go in here. These tanks will be gone. These were old rat holding tanks. Those are going out. This is going to go goodbye. I'm going to put up walls. We're going to sheetrock it. We're going to put a floor in it. I'm not sure what, if anything, we're going to do up here. We are going to tie into the vent so we can get heat in this room from the house thermostat. So we got a lot of work to do. I'm going to try bang this out in like a week, maybe 10 days. Monday, this is Christmas Day, okay? So you're probably going to see this when it's completed, or at least halfway through. I'll probably break it up into a couple. But this is Christmas Day. Monday, Jamie and her 2 sons are taking off to go to Florida for a week. So for that time being, I'll be all alone. My kids are going to be with their mom, at least for 3 or 4 days. So in that time frame, when I get out of work, I'm going to come down here and start building the walls, sheetrock, run new electrical, put the floor in. I don't know if I'm going to get the snakes down here before I get help, but I'll at least get all that done and probably get the fish tank in there and running. And then if I could get my nephew, who is like 10 years younger than me, he's 30. If I can get him to come over and help, I'll get the snakes down here. And I'd like to have this all done before they return the following Monday. So stay tuned. I'm going to keep adding to this over the next couple days, and I'll put up a couple parts at a time. All right, guys, so this is it for day 1. Carpet's up, floor is scraped clean. So we're going to get drywall for this. We're going to build the walls out. Build a wall here. This cupboard's going to come down, or this cabinet. And then right here is going to be a wall connecting to here. So we'll have a door in here. And then that fish tank is going to come in here along that wall. And then I'll bring in that rack, the Amazon tree boa, that rack, that one. Those will all come in here once this is done. This is incubator 1, incubator 2. I'll make a nice little, like a stand on wheels that those will sit on. They'll sit back to back. And I'll probably roll that over here. And then we'll bring down the ARS racks. Those will come across the walls. We'll have to do a little electrical work, update a couple of these boxes. That window's going to get redone. We're going to have someone come in, put block and an open vent window there. I'm not sure what we're going to do, if anything, there, but stay tuned. Like I said, day 1 done. I don't know if what I'll do the next couple days, but I'll probably go buy a lot of my supplies, my 2x4s, some sheetrock. And then in, of course, next couple days, I'll start getting my walls put up and bring you along for the journey. So, have a good one. All right, well, here's where I'm at right now. This is the first day I've put any work into this, now that I've got the carpet out. So, this wall's up. That wall, that partial wall, is up. What I'm going to do, I got to keep an opening around the fuse panel. So, I'm going to I'm going to build a wall, kind of like a half wall across. I might bring down a little bit of wall here, but I got to keep like 30 inches open throughout here. So I definitely want to put a supporting wall here so I can sheetrock that in, kind of cover up that wall there. I'd like to cover up as much of this wall as I can here. Problem is I've got the power cords, or to the fuse panel, the power coming into the fuse panel right there. So kind of knocks the way this wall is going to be built. This really should have been ran, across properly and down. So that's pretty crappy. But I do want to be able to utilize that outlet. So I might do like a wall here and sheetrock that much of it there, and then sheetrock from here down. And then obviously I'll sheetrock that. This window's eventually going to get replaced, so I did leave an opening there. We're going to do like glass block window with a little vent in there. So I'm going to sheetrock around that. Obviously I'll sheetrock around this. Now the way this worked, unfortunately I had to build the wall short and use supporting beams to hold the wall in, because again, the way this old wall is, so you can't see it, but the electrical wire is ran all through the top here. So instead of them tucking it in like they're supposed to, it's all ran across the top there, so I can't build the wall all the way flush to the ceiling. So regardless, we'll make it work. Again, we're going to put a door here, so I'm going to frame this out, and then that cabinet's going to come down, and this wall is going to be built out here, and that's where we're going to come across, and then another door, and then come across. So just the beginning. I'm probably going to get this wall done today, and depending on time, I'll get that cabinet taken down. I've got to measure the distance from here to here, and then where this wall stops, because I believe that fish tank's going to have to be moved before I can build this wall. Yeah, if that's the case, I'll be draining this fish tank, pushing it back out of the way for a couple days, because I need to get the walls done. I need to get them sheetrocked before I can lay the floor. Once the floor is laid, that fish tank will come in here, and I'm going to probably put that fish tank against this wall here. So I don't want to put anything underneath the window as far as a rack, because that window's no good. That's why there's a window there, but it leaks. It needs to be replaced. So that's why we got insulation in that window. But if I put a rack there for the time being, I could move it out of the way, but air's just going to hit the back of that rack, and it's no bueno. So either the fish tank will go there, or the fish tank will go over here, one or the other, and then I'll do rack, rack, rack over here. I'll have my cart in here. The freezer will probably stay either there or there. That freezer's got frozen rodents in it. So yeah. So anyways, that's the start for right now. I'm gonna get that wall finished, and then from there I'm gonna get this cabinet down and start doing some measurements. I might have to clean everything out of this basement and move that fish tank before I can do anything else. I'd love to get this completely walled off, and by any chance possible, I'd like to get the sheetrock in before the end of the day tomorrow. However, I think that's a little bit much right off the bat. So I'm going to just try and get the walls done by the end of the day tomorrow. And then I can work on sheetrock and then doors later, etc. So this is going to be the end of this first video. I'll start doing more videos, obviously, put them together, and we'll have another video out in a couple days to let you know more progress we've got done. But thanks again for joining us. Hey, if you got any advice, I'll take it. I'm not a carpenter by any means. I'm a mechanic. So I'm just doing the best I can. So thanks again, guys. Have a good one. Leave your comments below, and we'll talk to you later. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and let's get to that 1,000 subscriber mark.